Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visitor's sideline, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. His guys, losers a week ago, trying to turn things around here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Down the sideline he goes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 26. 49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
They missed the fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Lion! Son, that's a
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Out route to Hill, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Jaguars, first down. A gain of 7.
Hey, easy, route.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Binsby. He'll get down close to the goal line, but not in, and he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Binsby once more, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Throwing Nims. Man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 42.
On first and 10. And a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Nick's going to keep this himself. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Broncos first down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Nims. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are back within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. There's a nice move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they get him down, but not before it takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey.
A gain of 16 yards.
On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Lawrence. It's Hill, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The Broncos at 9-5 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape and not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First down and 10 yards. yards to go.
Nims looking to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Nims. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards. But and
that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Nims from 4 yards out. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. What's good on the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Now Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hey, Soko.
Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Nims. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw, here's Nims. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Nims to the air. They'll set up the screen. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Back to throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down. A gain of 12.
Red on red.
First down.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good. Pull up Jaguars. First down.
Easy. Route.
He's got Thomas yet again, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Jaguars. First down.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
around the NFL starts now. We begin at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the reigning AFC champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's the veteran, Tyler Lockett. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Going quickly here to Thomas. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A nice little juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Now it's second and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw is Nims. Going deep here for Bryant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
16 yards. That's good. Broncos first down.
They'll go play action with Nims. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I Ryan, the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Now it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Here's Nims. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going. It's Nims. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Nims looking to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
4 yards. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and in.
Throwing Nims. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Nims going to give to Harvey. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Broncos first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
34. Jaguars 24. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Jaguars first down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Singleton. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. In motion goes Patrick. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll bring it up here right at the 40-yard line. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Harvey now at first and 10. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, 54 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Lawrence will throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Hey, run! Hey, Jason, touch!
Here's Lawrence. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the give, it's Harvey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. On play action, here's Nix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's caught by Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Jaguars.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line.
That's good. Broncos. First down. First and 10.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Little short pass here to Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Lawrence going to throw again. And this one too low.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for our Jaguars.
Go. Hot.
Now Lawrence to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Lawrence. Little short pass here to Hill. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos.
With the throw again is Lawrence. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop them with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
A gain of 12. First down.
Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, It's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to 10.